This is Slow English. The Fisherman and His Friend. In the northern parts of Suzhou, there lived a man named Su, a fisherman by trade. Every night, when he went to fish, he would carry some wine with him, and drink and fish by turns, always taking care to pour out a libation on the ground, accompanied by the following invocation: "Drink too, ye drowned spirits of the river." Such was his regular custom, and it was also noticeable that even on occasions when the other fishermen caught nothing, he always got a full basket. Such was his regular custom. One night, as he was sitting drinking by himself, a young man suddenly appeared and began walking up and down near him. Su offered him a cup of wine, which was readily accepted, and they remained chatting together throughout the night. Su, meanwhile, not catching a single fish. However, just as he was giving up all hope of doing anything, the young man rose and said he would go a little way down the stream and beat them up towards Su, which he accordingly did, returning in a few minutes and warning him to be on the lookout. Su now heard a noise, like that of a shoal coming up the stream, and, casting his net, made a splendid haul, all that he caught being over a foot in length. Greatly delighted, he now prepared to go home, first offering his companion a share of the fish, which the latter declined, saying that he had often received kindnesses from Mr. Su, and that he would be only too happy to help him regularly in the same manner if Mr. Su would accept his assistance. The latter replied that he did not recollect ever meeting him before, and that he should be much obliged for any aid the young man might choose to afford him, regretting at the same time his inability to make him any adequate return. He then asked the young man his name and surname, and the young man said his surname was Wang, adding that Su might address him when they met as Wang Liu Lang, he having no other name. Thereupon they parted, and the next day Su sold his fish and bought some more wine, with which he repaired as usual to the river bank. There he found his companion already awaiting him, and they spent the night together in precisely the same way as the preceding one, the young man beating up the fish for him as before. This went on for some months, until, at length, one evening, the young man, with many expressions of his thanks and his regrets, told Sue that they were about to part forever. This is Slow English.
MI Radio. Hear it. Feel it. Love it.
It's Slow English. Much alarmed by the melancholy tone in which his friend had communicated this news, Sue was on the point of asking for an explanation when the young man stopped him and himself proceeded as follows. The friendship that has grown up between us is truly surprising, and now that we shall meet no more, there is no harm in telling you the whole truth. I am a disembodied spirit, the soul of one who was drowned in this river when tipsy. I have been here many years, and your former success in fishing was due to the fact that I used secretly to beat up the fish towards you in return for the libations you were accustomed to pour out. Tomorrow my time is up. My substitute will arrive, and I shall be born again in the world of mortals. We have but this one evening left, and I, therefore, take advantage of it to express my feelings to you. On hearing these words, Sue was at first very much alarmed. However, he had grown so accustomed to his friend's society that his fears soon passed away, and, filling up a goblet, he said with a sigh, "Liu Lang, old fellow, drink this up, and away with melancholy. It's hard to lose you, but I'm glad enough for your sake, and won't think of my own sorrow." He then inquired of Liu Lang who was to be his substitute, to which the latter replied, "Come to the river bank tomorrow afternoon, and you'll see a woman drowned. She is the one." Just then, the village cocks began to crow, and, with tears in their eyes, the two friends bade each other farewell. You're listening to Slow English.
MI Radio.